Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to walk you step by step on how to use my debt tracker spreadsheet. So let's get started. This is how the tracker looks like. It has three sheets. The first one is how to use with all the directions as you can see. The second sheet is the yearly progress tracker and the third one is a monthly debt tracker. Step one is to complete the yearly debt tracker sheet, and that one is this one right here, and it's in blue. Please do not change the sheet's name or add any spaces to the sheet's name. You see, it doesn't have any spaces here, so do not change its name. And do not delete any of the formulas inside the workbook. So first you're going to decide whether you will use the debt snowball method or the debt avalanche method. And once you decide, you're going to write the name here on cell C1. The snowball method is when you enter your accounts in order from smallest balance to the largest balance. The avalanche method is when you enter your accounts in order from highest interest rate to lowest interest rate. So I'm going to do the snowball method just as an example. And here I'm going to type the names of my accounts. Okay, there are more spaces in case you need to add some other accounts. Once you add the names on the yearly debt tracker, you will see that the names are on the monthly debt tracker, so they update it automatically, and that's because it has a formula. So please do not change or delete any of the formulas on the monthly debt tracker sheet because it will affect how the spreadsheets work. So let's go back to the yearly one. The next step is to go to column C5, and you're going to see that each account has a monthly payment column, a balance left column, and an interest rate columns. So you're going to start entering the information for each of your loans. So on C5, on C6, I'm going to enter the monthly payment for my loan. Let's say that is 360. So remember, we're doing the snowball method. So that means that when I entered my account names, I first started with the one that has the lowest balance. I filled out all the information in row 6 for all of my accounts. Please note that it says do not delete any formulas on row 7, and row 7 is here. You saw that as I was entering my monthly payment, my balance, and my interest rates for all my accounts, this amount automatically changed, right? Because before it was 0, as you can see here. So that's because it has a formula, so please do not delete it. The next step is to copy what I entered on row 6 for monthly payment and interest rate columns on row 7. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to click and drag, and you will see that the balance left column automatically changed and updated to a lower balance. The next step is to fill out row 8. So I'm going to select column C, D, and E. I'm going to drag it down and see that it changed. So I'm going to keep dragging down until I get a negative balance. I am going to highlight this any color I want. And this is when my debt for this loan is going to be paid off. And I forgot to add my dates. Now that I have my dates, it means that on December of 2026, I'm going to finish paying this loan. So that means that in this month, I can start paying more towards my following loan. So I'm going to repeat the steps. I'm going to select column F, G, and H for my sofa loan and drag it down. I'm going to keep doing the same step for all my accounts. So I dragged all my balances for all my accounts and I highlighted the date when I would be paying them off. I didn't drag the date for the last one because it's very long, but I will show you the next step. Go back to your first debt and you will be able to add the monthly payment of your first loan to your next loan once you pay it off. So for example, my first loan, I'm going to pay it off in December of 2026. So the following month, I am going to add 360 to the monthly payment of my next loan. So I am going to change the monthly payment for this second account. So it will be 460 that I will be paying. So now I'm going to select again my 3 columns for this loan and drag it down. Going to select my new payoff date for this second account with another color. Let's do blue. And notice how much time I saved with this strategy. So before I was going to be able to pay this account off on July of 2028. And now I will be able to pay it a year ahead. So I'm going to do this step with all my debt. Now I'm done selecting my new payoff dates, and notice the difference with my car loan payments. Like I'm going to be able to pay it off on June of 2029 if I follow this plan. And before I didn't finish entering the dates, but it looks like it would be maybe around 2032 or 3. So that's a big difference. Forgot to mention that your total debt will be at the top in cell F3 and it will update automatically. So now that we filled out all the information on our yearly debt tracker, we can go to the monthly debt tracker. So let's click there and you will see that the total balance of your debt is already there. And there is an amount for paid this month, which is what you are paying each month on your debts. And some of the information is already there. For example, your monthly payment and your balance left and the interest rates, because they come from the information you entered on the yearly debt tracker. So be very careful not to delete the formulas on this sheet because it will mess up the other rows. And notice that J and K have these error messages, but do not worry because once I tell you what to do next, you will see what happens. Enter first your name. I will enter my name. And then I'm going to select the date, double click that I'm making the payment for each of my loans. So I'm going to enter the minimum payment for this account. So let's say I am paying the minimum over here. And the beginning balance for my loan, let's say it was 4,000. When I started using this spreadsheet, I had already paid some amount towards my whole balance. So as you enter the minimum payment and the original balance, you will see that columns J and K update and you can see how much you have paid towards your loan. And you also have your debt breakdown for each account. My biggest debt is for my car, and the next one is for my Bank of America card. So it's just a nice visual to have. I'm going to duplicate it for next month. And I just click here and I put the next month's name. Your monthly payment might be the same, but you are going to be paying off your debt. So you can go back on, this is August, and check that your balance is this. Remember, was an estimate. Don't delete the formulas on the first one, but you can delete and update your balances on the following months. So once you change your balance left for the following month, you can see that you are moving towards paying your debt from 37,000 to 36. And for September, you would duplicate this, rename it September, and just do the same thing. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out the links in the description.